conservation photographer documents the last two northern white rhinos on Earth. This is the last two white rhinos on Earth. Northern white rhino. This is it. These are the last ones. Here they are, eating grass, brown grass. This is it. This is the photo of the last two on Earth. I think that's so tragic. I think about things like this a lot because we're going to have more and more of these types of photos, aren't we? We're going to someday we'll see two polar bears. It'll be the last two tigers, the last two, and we'll have photographic evidence that once upon a time there were megafauna, huge animals that only ate grass, and they were so formidable. Look how big and tough they are, you know? Look how big and strong they are. And these are the last two on planet Earth. The plight of the northern white rhinoceros puts into clear focus the threats that face all endangered species. Her name is Najin and Fatu, or I don't know which one's the boy. I guess Najin and Fatu are their names. They're closely guarded in Kenya. Their story intrigued Indian wildlife photographer Mital Patel traveled to Africa to document their story and learn more about the caretakers who dedicated their lives to protecting them. Maybe they're both boys. Why do they have to be the last ones? We can't get them to mate. They don't like each other like that. They just don't see each other like that. Maybe they're both boys. But his artistic nature and wildlife photography helped shed light on the state of our planet. Documented baby penguins in Antarctica, explosive volcano in Guatemala. A portion of his art sales are regularly dispersed to organizations that help the environment. Wow. So in my modern Met's exclusive interview, so they're kind of putting this out as an art piece at the Met in the Metropolitan Museum of Art, and look at this. Look how beautiful this animal is. Does he know he's the last one? Do they know? How do they know if they? How do they know if they're the last ones? I feel like when I was driving through America, I saw a few bison. I saw a few buffalo. And they're so majestic and they're massive and they're so gorgeous, and it's shocking to see them. It's like a miracle to see them. And this photo reminds me of this. I'll never see a northern white rhino. What pushed you to direct the focus towards wildlife? I've always had a passion for animals. Exhibiting them in galleries, I still felt something was missing. I still wasn't being fulfilled. Over the past 2 years, I've spent more time working with several wildlife conservation groups, helping their causes. It's allowed me to focus, continue this passion, and create an even stronger conceptual connection between the work and the reality of these animals and ecosystems. I wonder if he's vegan. What do you think? Do you think he's chosen not to eat animals? Last remaining northern white rhinos, Najin and Fatu. They're guarded 24/7. They got more security than the president. He wants to raise awareness about what's going on, but what can we do about it? There's hope. There's hope. By using science and technology, scientists are working to bring back the species and are testing using IVF with a surrogate mother. This project ultimately tells a story of fragility but also resilience. IVFF is not resilience. What they're going to do is take the embryo of one animal species and stick that embryo in the species of a different species, and have them give birth to a rhino. How would you feel if you were a species that wasn't endangered and was kidnapped and injected with an embryo? How would you feel about that? The natural world is interconnected, and I hope this project and all my work can illuminate how much we share and how much is at stake. There are these guys. Here's the guys guarding the rhinos. What a great job! I want that job. Let's all move to Africa and protect the rhinos. I think that'd be a cool job. You get to shoot at people who are trying to kill your rhino. Of course, they have a militarized dog as well, just in case. They have an anti-poaching canine unit. They track experiencing the northern white rhinos, joining the rangers on a lion tracking journey and getting a firsthand demonstration of the anti-poaching canine unit. They got to keep lions away from these guys too. It's just so tragic. What do you hope people will take away from your work? To see that we are not alone on the planet, to help and to do one's part to maintain what we have, to feel an emotional connection to the natural world. Well, Bartleby, do you feel an emotional connection to the natural world? Do you think that you might be able to do something to take a stand against slavery, take a stand against exploitation, stop using animals so that we can stop seeing the last two on Earth? Will you grow up? Will you start taking a stand? Will you start protecting animals instead of using them? It'd be cool if you would, Bartleby. Oh, Bartleby.